Welcome to another Managing Your Money Mondays with ATL Insurance Chick. So, the last time we spoke about being intentional about managing your money. In order for you to be intentional, you have to set goals and you have to create a budget. In order for you to create a budget, you have to kind of categorize your money into two separate entities. So, income. Income is basically your salary, your spouse's salary, real estate investments, interest, dividends, anything where money is coming in, that is your asset. That is going to be your monthly income. Budget comes in with the spending aspect of it. Your monthly expenses is going to be your spending habits. Now, your spending habits need to be itemized in such that you don't miss a quarter or a penny or a dime of where your money is going when it comes to expenses, your mortgage or your rent, car loan, car insurance, property insurance, life insurance, child care, utilities. That includes gas and electricity, telephone bills, cell phone bills, cable, internet, food, pet supplies, personal care products and services, education, housekeeping supplies, clothing, gifts. Yes, you have to itemize that $25 that you send to your aunt every February for her birthday. So, and I know it sounds kind of low, but anyway, that's not the point here. The point is you need to write it down and you need to know if it's going to go out for that month. You need to also think about themes. If it is St. Patrick's Day and you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day annually and you do it real big for that particular holiday, you need to incorporate that into your spending. And if you overspend in March because you just went wow, then you know in April and May you need to cut back. So your expenses and your monthly income basically says what your income is and what your spending is. When you are preparing and executing a plan and being intentional, you should incorporate your personal goals. You also should work from a historical records, such as your bank statements, and you should think about future commitments. When you're doing this, you need to look for different saving opportunities. If there's a way that you can cut out certain activities that you really don't need to do and you're paying for and you signed up because you're an impulse spender, you need to call those people right now and cut those things off. That's money that's just draining you. Do you know how many people I meet and sit and talk to and go over their budget and they are paying for gym memberships that they haven't even been to? That's a problem. Pay yourself first is one of the most neglected categories that I find when we do find money that people can start saving. They don't pay themselves. Make sure you're setting aside money for long-term goals. As I stated before, an education fund or a down payment for a future home, or maybe a second home, a vacation home. You have to incorporate all of those things into your personal goals. You must have an emergency savings fund of about 3 to 6 times your monthly living expenses. And it should be in a way whereas it's liquid. It's not tied down and you have to beg and plead to borrow the money or use the money when it's your money. So an emergency savings fund is definitely important. What I've also been able to do to help clients is understand the percent when it comes to distribution on an annual expenditure chart. And what that means is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can actually go there yourself and you can see how much you should be spending as far as a percentage when it comes to housing. If you're over 33%, you may be living beyond your means. Your personal care products and services should be below 3% a year. Your food and your beverage, that should be below 15% per year. Your transportation should be below 20% per year. And when I say below 20%, I'm talking about in annual terms. So if you make $50,000, 20% of your money per year should go to transportation. That's it. If you're at 40%, you are living well beyond your means. So in understanding exactly where your money is going and how it's going, the interest that you're paying, free trials that you've tried, and now the company is just basically bleeding your account dry because you just haven't called to cut that service off that you're not using, you have to do. So be intentional about managing your money, and I'll be here to help you along the way. Quotes are always free. Consultations are always complimentary. So you can find me online, or all my information is in the bio. See you next Monday.